So there are a few things that we find helpful for a person to develop their meaning-making capacities. And the first thing that we tend to find particularly important is that there's a developmental focus. So an area that they've identified or that people around them have helped them to identify that's more than just the application of new skills and knowledge, but something that involves deepening or extending your capability, and particularly something that might involve looking at the way you make sense of the world and respond to the circumstances that you face. That could be in relationships, it could be in the system, or it could just be something about your own pressures. So once there's a clear developmental focus, maybe a challenge, the second piece has to do with developmental intent. So some sort of clear intention to work into that space. And that's not always present. You need a certain amount of cognitive space and emotional space to pick something up and work with it. And we don't always feel like we're in that position all the time. So assuming that those two things are in place, what we then typically find is that people need some kind of an orientating framework. So the framework we talk about in Harthill is the Leadership Development Framework, which is a really robust, quite simple, but also far-reaching framework that cuts across the whole lifespan, which means it can really help you evolve over the long term as well as work with these shorter term and medium term challenges and development opportunities. Once you've got an orientation, that gives you a kind of framework within which to work and make decisions about how you spend your energy and how you continually develop certain specific areas of your meaning making. And then lastly, you need some data. So as well as having an orienting framework, you need something that shows you which bits of that framework are the most relevant to you. So once you've got all of those pieces, you can put that together and engage in a process that we describe as developmental inquiry. So developmental inquiry is saying, okay, how do I bring all of these pieces together? My challenge, the framework, the data, various practices, so that I can really start to develop the things that matter to me and help me make more of a difference in my role.